Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and checking out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right. Out here on my deck in the dark, and it's a little chilly, but I'm doing what I do for you. Today, writers in 25 really led by a storyteller, story with a message in the story for life. These are life lessons I'm giving them. Hope you get them. Start out with the right thinking mission. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life daily through mental and spiritual discipline will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. It's important. If you think you do, answer this question. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Don't let it be you. A person who knows not but knows that they know not is simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Just avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep, like most people this time in the morning. It's a little after 3. I can wake you up. That's what I do. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Know thyself, and to my art be true. You got to keep the balance in your life. Listen to Mr. Right. Today, well, this morning, let's talk about, right thinkers, let's talk about teaching our young our truth, or excuse me, our story. When we do education system, we use his stories. So we feeding the same stuff that was fed to us to our young, and the cycle will go around and around. We need to break the cycle of nonsense. Let's start out with getting the right information from the right people. I love history because information that you can use to what? Do better. If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. That means if you didn't learn nothing, the same thing gonna happen again. I teach right thinking philosophy because it teaches you about yourself. God teaches you who God is, where God is, and how you can get to Him. These are things that you need to learn. It ain't natural. Oh, I know God. Okay, whatever. But that's why we have education. This is why we had the ancient sage and the gurus and the priest, high priest. Why? Because somebody knew so to teach others. That's why I learned to teach. Moving on. Right? I know with knowledge of self, you can live a good and prosperous life. I'm doing it. Simple as that. Know thyself, meaning you got your stuff together. You know who you are. You know what you're going. You know what you're doing, and you know where you're going in life. Young people, you can do that early. I'm trying to get that across to my young people in Patterson. All right. I'm teaching young people, right, thinking philosophy, and they are learning it. Why? Because it makes sense, and they can identify with common sense. They don't need nonsense, and they can detect nonsense. This is why they don't want to hear it. I have young people taking my advice and doing good with it and explaining it to me how they're using it. That's how I know they're learning and they're growing spiritually and they're growing within themselves. First of all, spiritual growth is self growth. That means you're getting better at something. Knowing yourself, master that, and your life would be yours. Trust me, young people. All right, here you go. This is why I pass on the wrong information. It's called brainwashing. If I fill your head with a bunch of stuff that's no good to you, and when somebody come and try to bring you something contradictory to that, you're going to fight them. It's called psychological warfare, aka brainwashing. You tell them the lie, and so when the truth come up, they're going to fight. When you fall for the, I call it the well-dressed lie, you won't recognize the truth, and you go fight him off, and he's the one that means you the best, but the well-dressed lie is the one that's giving you the hosing. But you like the well-dressed lie concept. Okay, moving on. You have to know who is giving you the information. I watch Egyptian mythology channel, okay, but the people who give the information, a lot of bad information, a lot of wrong information. I tell people, I watch it and I'm looking at them saying, that's not right, that's not true. So understand that. When you have self knowledge, you won't fall for the well dressed lie. You can't trick me. My grandmother told me, baby, I got sixth grade education, but you can't trick me. So the education in life ain't always in school. That's what the old folks told us, because they didn't really go to school, but they lived. Okay? Common sense will take you a long way. We was given not wrong information, just ill-gotten and directed information, meaning they guided us the wrong way. They sent us the wrong way. Like your GPS giving you the wrong information when you won't trust it. A concept that we have to live with. Why? Because we've been fed the wrong information. Now we trying to, people like myself, trying to give the right information, and y'all fighting us tooth and nail. There's the problem. I'm very well versed in my Egyptian knowledge, and I also know biblical, Hindu, Tao, Thai, all those other ones too. I'm not a one-trick pony. My knowledge is extensive, not just to one area. Okay, I learned the truth. That's why I pass on the wrong information. Why? I know better. I do my homework. If you don't do the homework, you're going to swear to God you know something just because you believe it or because you feel it and it's strong. I could care less about your feelings. Education and knowledge supersedes emotions and belief. That's what I'm telling you. Next one is, I teach our story from the ancient Egyptian mystery system. And the reason why it was called the mystery system is because we didn't let the invaders in. Masons, we don't let people into what we do. Fraternity, we don't let people into what we do. We got secret handshakes and passwords and all that. Yeah, that's been going on since forever. On the streets, we use slang. It's no different. Communicate with each other without the other person knowing. It's been an art form. Why? Because as slaves, we had to learn to do that too to survive. So I haven't forgot that either. But I go back to when we could just be regular people, thinking, functioning, doing, and keeping our spirituality alive. They killing our spirit. Sorry about that. I went way wrong. All right, check this out. I know the streets. I know the secrets of Egyptian mystery system, and I'm teaching them. It's called hidden knowledge, esoteric knowledge. I'm teaching that. If you learn it, you'll understand. If you don't want to, it means it's like speaking Greek, so I understand. All right. I want my young people to take learning self-knowledge seriously. Obtaining knowledge makes you powerful, but gaining it or obtaining it's a little rough. But that's the part you have to put in the work in. I teach right thinking philosophy because I know the secrets, and I'm teaching them my way. I'm putting them out there so you can use the same knowledge that these secret societies use on you. Okay? I'm telling you their secrets. All right? The handshake, the password, don't need that. But the stuff that they use, the tenets that they believe by, like masonry, the compass and the square, is used for a more noble and glorious purpose. That means for self. You're building yourself. I'm going to give it too many secrets, but yeah, this is a concept that's not there. I'm giving you the concept. I'm laying them out for you. All you got to do is use them. My young people are. I love that. Okay, here you go. I'm teaching my grandsons right thinking philosophy. And it's simple. They just understand it and they're starting to grasp it. So the younger you are, the easier it is to grasp the concept. Why? Because you haven't been brainwashed with the well-dressed lie. Okay, so it's easy to talk to my young people. That's why I'm going after a while, to get them the truth early, and their life can be theirs. That's all. I see more schools, nurseries going to the ancient concept. Thank you. Bring our African concept to our young people. Stop worrying about what. I ain't going to dashiki. The kids ain't going to worry about that. They're going to take the stories and the stuff that you give them and education that you give them from ancient concepts will work just as well. The little ABCs and the fairy tales that you learn from the other guy. I don't get into that thing, but that's the reality of it. I want us to be black eccentric, okay? Ethnically, we are black African people. We can live that. Watch this. We are a great race of people when we're what? Right thinking or thinking right, whichever way you want to use it. But when you're thinking and you're doing it the right way, you become powerful. When you lose your ability to think and acquire knowledge and understand yourself, you become a slave, physically and, worst of all, mentally. Let's go. The powers that be knows that if we as a people ever came together, he don't stand a chance. So he do everything he could to what? Keep us distracted. Vaccine, world wars, anything to keep us from waking up. We as a people have to wake up to know thyself and take back our power. I used the example, somebody had a bunch of sharks, a shark chasing a bunch of fish. They scattered around like a bunch of scary, like we're doing now, panic mode, a pandemic, okay? What the people need to do, like the fish did, they got together, formulated a whale. Now they chasing the shark. Get the concept? Let's get together, become a whale. All right, here you go. The last time a black man ran things in this country, we built great edifices and great pyramids and great sphinx that's still there today. Shh, I'm sorry about that. All right. We as a people have to come together for us to be a great race of people again. We did it once. We started this. Come on, fellas. Come on, let's get better at what we need to do. I'm preparing every day to prove my greatness and teach right thinking to those who want to learn it. So why? They can be great within themselves. That's what I do for you. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, your boy a little upset, but we got to get this educating our young a little bit better because I ain't really impressed, but I'm on my job. So knowledge is our God-given birthright. All we have to do is use it. That's a choice that you can make. Use it or lose it. Take your choice. Let's go. To obtain knowledge of self, become a right thinker. And that's what I do for you. Teach you how to think for yourself, do for yourself, and become your best self. That's all I do for you. All right. I know that self-mastery is the goal of my concept of right thinkers. Learn yourself, master yourself, and go on and be your best self. That's what right thinking is all about. Okay, so don't get caught up in, no, I'm just teaching you how to be your best you. That's it. But I have concepts and views and principles that I set forth that if you use them, they will work for you. That I guarantee. I want young people to be proud to be God worshipers. I want to be proud to be individuals. And if you